Hmm? Wait. Hey, y'all. I just took a. Mm, hey. Hey, everybody. What up? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. In and out. Hey. Today was kind of a rough day. My daddy's birthday was today. My daddy's birthday is today, and he's no longer with me, so it was really hard. Today was one of those days, man. My baby's, one of my kids' birthday is coming up next, and I'm just like, I wanted to do something special for her birthday, and it's like this shit is really cramping everything. Yeah. Hold on, hold on, y'all. I'm kind of getting tired of like being cramped up in this apartment with everybody. I'm happy to still have a roof over my head, but at the same time, it's like I need a break. Fuck. Everybody is having a lot of energies around us. Everybody's, yeah. I'm tired of this Rona too. Yep, you right, Candace. Spring and summer babies getting quarantine birthdays. You sure is right. They're gonna extend it to May. I don't see us coming out of this thing no time soon. Um, Now I'm really starting to believe that all of this is because of them trying to um, implement the mark of the beast of like on a whole nother level. You know what came to me? What came to me like the other day? Well, actually, it wasn't the other day. It was today, and it feels like the other day because I actually thought something similar. But let me put this energy out there. So I feel a certain energy. There's a certain person that keeps watching my videos, hoping to steal whatever information that I have so it can benefit their business. But let me just explain something to you. You can't never be me. I know who you are. You need to focus on you and what you're good at. I'm gonna put that out there, okay? Um, they stopped processing passports. Yep. And I just got through talking to my husband today about passports. I just got through talking to my husband today about passports. Yep. Yep. You know what, Candy Rain? That's because they think they're the only person who has some form of a gift. You know what I'm saying? And they think they the only one. You know, sometimes pride will block a person's heart. Pride will block a person's senses, physical and spiritual senses. It would block it. You know. But I know I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying that for a reason. Um, I have not known this person long, but I know who they are, and I know what their agenda is, and I'm calling you out because I don't give a fuck, and I want you to feel the energy right now. I see you for who you are. You need to move the fuck on and go, and you got enough time on your hands to read some books and some knowledge and research and learn for yourself, then to come and bite off of me. Go find your own fucking voice. I know who I'm talking to. And I got a right to say what I'm saying. And I don't give a shit. We are all queens and kings. You need to find your place. And this quarantine shit is revealing the hearts of people, bruh. It is. It's revealing the hearts of people. It's revealing the hearts of man. If people want to keep you around to bite off of you, they want to befriend you because you may be in a certain arena that they want to get into, and they'll use you up, and as soon as they done with you, they'll throw your ass in the trash. But I see you. I see who you are. I see who you are. I see you, and you feel me. You feel me. Because you probably looking at this shit silently. And I hope you feel me. Don't contact me. Don't text me. But you know who you are. I'm not for it. I'm not. When a person only reaches out to you because they want information, be careful. I don't care if they try to make it seem like their intentions is good. But I see you. I see you. Oh shit. Okay. I see you. So let me get to what I was saying. Child. Wagwan. 8 the Great. How you doing? He came in here talking about Wagwan. You must be Jamaican or Caribbean. Come on now. Hey. Wagwan. My keyboard player is Jamaican. I'm just saying that to him. Thank you for coming on here with that. That was a nice reminder, Wagwan. Gerald, hey. So, yep, 2020, the year of exposure and vision. But remember, I was saying that, Bree, you came up in here with the number 44. Oh, my angels is all on you. But you know, I said that last year that this is a 2020 vision. Everything becomes clear. You know, you get to see your way. What's up, Bo? Yeah, we got everybody in here tonight. Scorpio Goddess is in the building. What up, L Boogie? Candy Rain. You make me feel the pain. So anyway, yeah, Mystic Tip is up in here. So yeah, you know, anyway. I had to say that because I felt inclined to say it. Yeah. But anyway, it just reminded me I don't need no new friends, to be honest. I really don't. I don't need no new friends in this thing. I'm not for it. I'm really not for it. But again, thank God I haven't been on this person very long, so you can just move along, keep it moving, stay to your end, must stay to my end. You know, because I noticed, let me tell you something, I noticed something. When people try to make you feel bad because you haven't been giving them your energy and time and space, when you invite them to something or ask them to come and support you and they never have, when you, every now and then, when you can, you show up to their shit, that's when you know that person is willing to suck from you. They're not willing to give nothing. And then turn around and make you feel bad because you weren't there when they feel like they needed you. But guess what? I got kids and a fucking husband. You ain't getting no more out of me than what the fuck no. You best be careful. I'm telling you. And one-sided friendships I don't need. We too grown for that shit. We too old for that. We too old for that. We're too old for that. We're too old. We're too old. I can't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. I got too much ahead of me. It's too much going on in the world for me to have another leech. I need to deal with what's happening before us. We all need to deal with what's happening before us. And before I allow for things to get worse and then you become some form of an enemy, hidden or known, because this is my thing. I don't go in the world trying to make enemies. I really don't. I don't care to hate people. That's never been my cup of tea. But when I know you foul and you dirty, I don't fuck with you. And so I'd rather disconnect myself Then two, now this is somebody that I personally know. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. They're not in the chat room. This is just somebody I'm just telling you. So, you know, and I'm letting y'all know right now, y'all just keep your eyes on the prize, because at the end of the day, you know, when it's all said and done and we try to get back to something else, try to grind and do as best as you can before they implement this technology system that's gonna fuck everybody over who don't comply. You know what I'm saying? So Mystic T, yeah, you went. You wanted some antibiotics and told them there was nothing wrong? Wow. Wow, Scorpio goddess. Yeah, like spirit, and I think I'm sharing this with y'all because spirit is letting me know like we're this shift literally has Pluto energy behind it. It's the death card and it's Scorpio energy. So a lot of y'all, I think I'm sharing this to help y'all like really evaluate the people that are really around you. Because let me tell you, this shit is revealing the hearts of people. It's not about somebody texting you and seeing if you're okay. Listen, it's people like, let me say this. It's people who, some people may be so engulfed in their own situation, they may not want to reach out in fear of looking like a leech. But then you got some people who, when you was on the up and up, they stayed on your shit. They stayed on your dick. They kept riding you. But when this shit happened, it was like, oh, some people stay connected just to see what you're doing. Just to see what you're doing so they can get up on your shit and try to steal some of your shit. Or you know, I'm for it. I'm not for it. Do you believe that a new currency will be made during this new world order? Yeah, it's already been. It's been in our face and we didn't know it. That new currency been in our face and we didn't know it. Everybody doesn't deserve to have access to it. It's true. I think I have, and he didn't even touch. I'm going back in this one. Wow. Just to have a way. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man, people ain't shit. And I'm not fucking playing. I'm not playing. I think I've had enough. I've had enough time on my hands to do a bunch of protective energy work that will really backfire. Cause y'all have no idea. Tennessee's daughter knows. Scorpio 16 knows, and there's another person who's not in here that knows that I just had something crazy happen to me the other day. They know I'm not lying. They know I'm not lying. They know that I got proof that I'm not lying. And something happened to me the other day, and I'm telling y'all, people are revealing their hearts. People are revealing things, and y'all gotta make swift decisions. Y'all not gonna have enough time to just sit there and be like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and think about it. No, you're gonna have to know if you want to cut that person off or not. You better come to it. I'm trying to tell you. Because a lot of people out there feel like, oh, this person does voodoo. Oh, this person is in the hoodoo. And people will measure you up thinking that their way is stronger than your way. A lot of people go to Haitian voodoo because they feel like Haitian voodoo is stronger than any other thing in the world. Some people go to a Santeria because they think that's the strongest shit in the world. But let me tell you something. It's not what you know, baby. It's what you do with what you know. A person can be a strong hoodoo witch and fuck over somebody who's in voodoo because they ain't there yet. It's not about what you know. It's about what you do with what you know. And a lot of these people want to get into these orishas, and y'all don't even know how to feed your ancestors correctly. When your first line, and I've taught y'all this since I had the channel, your first line of defense is your ancestors. Then everything else. And that's why I tell people, I don't believe one thing is stronger than the other. It depends on the person. I'm trying to tell you something, honey. Y'all remember Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat? Everybody wanted to play with Chun-Li, baby, but they didn't know how her moves. Everybody wanted to play with Ryu, but Hadouken, they couldn't pull. A lot of people couldn't pull off that shit. You got one person over here fighting Ken with Ryu, and they keep losing, and then all of a sudden they go to Akuma. They know how to play better with Akuma than they do Ryu. You know why? Because it's the person. Y'all know, come on, help me. Somebody else is on level 2 while the other one on level 4. You don't have enough power capacity to come against somebody who's on a different level than you. And there's no disrespect to anybody, but I'm just saying, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, don't let somebody put you in a place. I don't know what's going on in there. I don't. My son is upset and my husband is not helping. Right, Candy Rain, finish him. Yeah, Benita says no doubt, because some of us have to get past the lazy. Even I can admit to this one. I have to muster the energy. It's true. It's true. Deborah Jenkins, what you talking about, poor baby? He over there fussing because he can't have something. His ass, he probably wants some candy and can't have it. Ain't no poor baby. Because my husband is not the discipliner. He doesn't discipline. I'm outside with y'all, and I can hear my husband saying no. So y'all have to understand, my son is a Scorpio. He gonna cry until he get what he want. He is going to, and that's the crazy thing, because 9 times out of 10 he gets what he wants, but it's probably a hard candy. And I don't need my babies. Are you doing personals? Yeah, I'm doing personal readings. Your supervisor has been going hard trying to get you fired, and you've been working with your answers. Glenn Motero, I just had another client that was having a similar situation. So this is the thing I just told y'all. A lot of y'all who still have jobs left, y'all are gonna come against some oppositions. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because what Aquarius first comes to bring, we're not on the dawning of the age of Aquarius. We're in Aquarius. This is it. We're not dawning nothing no more. We're not on the shore of Aquarius. We are in the fucking water. Okay? We are in the water. Even though it's an air sign, but it mimics water. We are in the water. Right? He is spoiled, George Red. I ain't gonna lie, my baby is spoiled. But the truth of everything is shit. Oh, yeah, this is what I was saying. Cause I was like, what was I just talking about? I'm up here looking at this star twinkling extra hard. Like, what is this? You're gonna have opposition because this Aquarius energy, the chaos comes with the extreme transformational change of the tarot card death, the 13th card, which coincides with Pluto and Scorpio. So it's a lot of energy that's pushing right now, especially with Pluto. Pluto is really going in like really, really hard. So it's a transformational changes on every side. A lot of us is trying to run away from it, but it's being done on a global level. You cannot run from this. You can't. You can't. Well, Lavette, the next ritual is being on hold because all of the botanicas out here has been closed, and I have not been able to go and get any of my candles. That's why it's on hold. So I'm not doing the next ritual unless I have, enough stuff to get. And I don't want to put and say, oh, there's a ritual coming in, and I feel bad taking people money right now for rituals or any kind of work. I am open to doing readings, and I have to hold packages because of the stuff that is happening. But yeah, Scorpio goddess, when I do it, I want to do it correctly. I want to do it to where I can be able to fully finish. And I don't want to do it live. I don't want to do it live. I'm probably going to either pre-record it and put it up, and then just, because I'm not going to. I'm like, how are you trying to get me fired from home? And it was the reason why I passed. Wow. Yeah, Glenn Motero, just hold on, baby. You could feel in your spirit the man didn't like you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, y'all. Hey, Juju. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing, y'all. This thing is again revealing the hearts of people, especially corrupt people who watch this. Cause some of y'all think it's just an assault personally on you. But you are the reason why the ancestors are you are the reason why the ancestors felt good enough to choose you to expose that person's heart. See, a lot of y'all are taking a lot of this shit personal because it's fucking with y'all bag and y'all money. And y'all know over 21 million Americans file for unemployment and it's counting. We know that. We get it. But you have been chosen to reveal the heart of that person in this season. And spiritually, y'all gotta look at it like that. And listen, at the end of the day, you have to manifest and vibrate hard that you is gonna be all right. You have to know that. Because a lot of y'all is being used right now to be the catalyst to reveal the heart of that person. Because let me tell you, wicked is being exposed. Do you see it on all levels? These CEOs that have been stepping down and all of this shit that's been popping off, and people taking other people to court and suing people that we don't even know about, and we don't know if that rumor about Oprah is true or not. We know that it's a rumor right now that she was allegedly arrested and all this other shit, which could possibly be true. It could be a lie, it could be a truth. I don't put nothing past this time right now, because when Harvey Weinstein ass went to jail, I knew that if they did not give him the maximum time that he was facing, I knew that motherfucker was gonna sing like a canary, honey. You can call his ass Tweety Bird, because I knew he was gonna be I knew two things was true. I knew he was going to sing, and that he was going to claim a sickness. I knew it. So I know that there's a lot of shit. And you have to understand. Y'all got to look at it. There's a fight. Evil and good is playing tug of war right now. The corruption is being exposed. Aquarius is not playing with y'all motherfuckers. It is. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. There's a book in the Apocrypha named Second Edras. It's Edras. Can't remember the chapter off the bat, but it talks about when is the ending of one age and when is the beginning of the new age. And it said that just like Esau and Jacob came out of their mother's womb, how Esau came first, and Jacob had grabbed the heel of his brother. So when they pulled the baby out, the second baby was actually holding on to the first baby foot. So it was like a continuum. It wasn't no break in between. It said, so the ending of the age is Esau and the beginning of the age is Jacob. Well, we know that Esau was wicked, sold his birthright for a pile of beans. We knew that Esau tried to kill Jacob. We also knew that Esau, watch this, if you want to go into it, Esau went up to Mount Seir. What they didn't put in the actual Bible is that Esau's children got overtaken by basically the indigenous of Mount Seir, and was mixed and mingled in, okay, which they basically meant this, like the Caucasus Mountains. These were the indigenous of Mount Seir were the ones who were outcasts, right? They were outcasts. So think of like pale skin, that type of stuff. Esau was a twin that kind of almost looked albino, like he was high yellow with red hair. We as black women can produce any color of the spectrum. And Jacob was regular looking, like us, right? I think it's chapter 6 or chapter 13. It's one of the two. Yeah, I'm going to keep it up. Yeah, Boogie. Yeah, second Edras. So, it's with that. And the reason why I say this, because Esau, he said the ending of the age was Esau. Well, that's mean evil. The beginning of the age is Jacob. Well, again, like I tried to tell y'all, 400 years was up last summer, 2019. It's not by accident all this shit happened. Listen, I know it looks like evil still have its footing. I know this. But just hold on, y'all. It's better to be left behind than to be taken. Just hear me. Hear me. I'm speaking in riddles right now, but y'all just hear and hold on to the words that I'm saying. It's better to be left behind than to be taken. Trust me, I'm trying to tell you. So when people talk about some safe haven and some safety shit, don't go. Don't go. You remember that scripture that talked about when some shit start popping off, hide in your house. And then when you know this other shit start popping up, go on your rooftop and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. Come on now. Listen. Y'all already know I'm not Christian, but there are different books in the world that is the forefront of different religions, and they all got some form of truth in it. Does not mean that the whole thing is truth, because we know that man has tainted books, right? We know that man has tainted books down the line, but some of this shit, it reigns in your spirit. You can relate to it. You know it's truth. You know that part ain't been tampered with, or you know that part reigns supreme for some reason. You gotta hold on and have faith. You have to. You have to. I know it feels funny as fuck, but the tables is being turned, y'all. The tables is being turned. Trust me. It's all good. Trust me. But you just got to believe it. And you got to feel it. Because whatever can be shaken in this time will be shaken. It's like fruit on a tree. If the fruit is ripe enough, when I shake it to fall, it's going to fall to the ground. Now, unless a person come and pull it and eat it, only will that fruit be having serving its purpose. But if it die back to the ground and it even can't take root, it has not served its purpose to nourish the body that it was created for. I'm just telling you what's coming to me. Yeah, we being refined like gold, Candy Rain. You right. You better feed that faith and start fear. You right, Scorpio 16. It hurt my feelings. I cried because I thought I needed the job, but I feel good. Yeah, Mystic T. Listen. Y'all be careful and be safe, because they are not telling you that neo-Nazis are literally assaulting us. Neo-Nazis are trying to kill minorities and assaulting us. I'm telling you, they're using this. They're trying to use this shit as the purge. But in the end, the righteous is going to win. In the end, the righteous is going to win. Because let me tell y'all something. Though a lot of these evil people has made this shit about race, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. And as much as y'all know I talk about us and how I love us, at the end of the day, what rules the most is the love factor. Because even when the Israelites came out of Egypt, the Bible even said that some of those Egyptians believed and adapted to the ways of the Israelites and came out with them. So you got to understand, at the end of the day, it may start off as a race thing, but the heart classifies it. If you know a person to be really true in heart, you will not have a problem. What was this? You know that show on Prime about Nazis undercover? Seen a video today where some people was kicking over the 5G towers in China. Yeah, I seen that too. Yeah, Aquarius is an air sign that mimics water. Yes, I told my grandma, don't you go with those people who have those camps. And if the city shut down, people from Katrina that was lifted up and those helicopters never came back. Yep. Yeah, Scorpio goddess. There's a lot of people. That, and they trying to do my people dirty again. FEMA had been headed out for my people back home. In my opinion. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I'm gonna tell you the reason why Gina. I'm gonna call her Gina. I'm gonna tell you the reason why Gina have is out for my people is because we are some of the oldest indigenous people in the state, in the whole United States of America. Did you know that? We are we have some of the oldest DNA in America that links us to the indigenous land, Turtle Island, motherfucker. And Gina been having out for my people. And why you think New Orleans is the second epicenter of the United States? And they think, you know what's crazy? They did that shit on purpose too, y'all. They did that shit on purpose. I'm gonna tell y'all why. They did it on purpose because they waited until after Mardi Gras to say, oh, this shit is high. They using Mardi Gras to say the number count is high because in February, everybody was together. I'm trying to tell y'all, you right, that organ harvesting shit is true. Void Walker, you know what? My family, man, they basically martial law it out there. They basically is back home. It's a martial law situation. It is. It's a martial law situation back home. Benita. Yep, Deborah. You're right. Like they use that Chinese New Year. That's why they had pushed it back. And it ain't just New Orleans. It's the whole of Louisiana. The southern part. Yes, we are magical, boo. Creole people are magical. We tell a story that's unique to the United States. We do. And it's us that really validates everything else here in the United States. It's a certain story that Louisiana tell. Even if y'all have never been to Louisiana, it's like a time warp. It's like you can come from anywhere else in the United States or most likely in the world. And as soon as you hit your feet on Louisiana soil, it's like you felt like you back into the 1800s. It's a time warp. It's a time warp. Yeah, that DNA does run deep. Yeah, it's shaped like a boot, and New Orleans is shaped like a bowl. All kind of damn stories. Yeah, it is all in all parishes. Mystic T, people who are native to New Orleans don't use the word NOLA. That's a gentrified. That word NOLA came when it got gentrified. That's not a word that we like to use. NOLA. We never started that shit. NOLA. NOLA came when it got gentrified. We never used that. Louisiana. Okay, hi. Some people call Marie Laveau a fraud. Some people call Marie Laveau these other names. But let me just tell y'all something. Marie Laveau, she never was a fraud. Her daughter, Marie Laveau II, is what made her legacy look bad. So a lot of the ugly stories you hear from about Marie Laveau actually is toward her daughter. It's not her, it's her daughter. And them people who last name was Laveau, them people didn't move and changed their last name. They're not Laveaus. So anybody whose name is Laveau back home, most likely is not a real Laveau. They people like in the olden times may have adapted that name and kept it going. But the real Laveaus, they moved up north, some went to the East Coast and up north, and they changed their last name. So a lot of people are not kin to the Laveaus. I mean, yeah, we're still under the French code. We are. We still are French rule. Matter of fact, actually, Louisiana is the only state that is still, I lied. The Louisiana Purchase never went through. So all of them states, them Spanish, French states, the transaction, the ship never made it to the king with the gold. So it was never a real purchase. New Orleans, some people say New Orleans, like me. I say New Orleans. Some people say New Orleans. Some people say New Orleans. I personally never heard a lot of people back from home say New Orleans. A lot of people who come and try to mimic the accent, they say New Orleans, which used to get on my fucking nerve. You grew up in Benton, yeah. Hey. Yeah, y'all got some. Bourbon Street was laughable. Yes. Girl, you're speaking about Marie, and she was on my mind a few days ago. Yeah, I can probably like honestly say that most likely if Marie was here, I'm pretty sure she would have said fast and pray. Um, she she stayed true to her Catholic faith. She was a devout Catholic, so she used the saints. She was a firm petitioner and believer in Labas, which Labas is Papa Legba, but we say Labas because we have Haitian ties and different things like that. So that type of thing. It really it's because we have such a medley pot of Caribbean, Haitian, Native American, Spanish, French, that type of stuff. But I like to tell people we black on black on black on black. Like it ain't that deep. You was born in Saint Landry? Ooh, child. Saint Landry Parish. Yeah, yeah. What you know about Opelousas, girl? What you Saint Landry? Saint Landry. That's not Sunset. Sunset still a part of it's not Lafayette Parish. Is it Acadia Parish? Which parish is that? To this day, I still want to have that New Orleans accent. Whoo, child, I'm a marry me an man. No, baby, you don't want that ABCD. Oh, Mystic T, may your fears subside, Mystic T, and may your body repair itself within 48 hours or less. That all will be well in your body. That baby in Wazam is a trigger for me. Ooh. I had me a sexy black New Orleans old man in college, and I wasn't letting him go. Ooh, your dad's from New Orleans. You wanna go? Okay, that's where you live at. Go ahead, boo boo. Queen Sugar is the first season I know for a fact was filmed in Zachary, not too far from New Orleans, but it was in Zachary, far enough, but not too far. Yeah, Sunset. See, you think I ain't from that girl? I know. Scorpio 16 AA. I don't know. They say them New Orleans niggas know how to slang dick, but they give you problems. You heard me? You don't need them problems. Your father is Creole, have family in Acadiana. Okay. Your mother? Central? North? Natchitoches? Shit. Natchitoches is where Nicholls State University, Humphrey. Natchitoches is the actual name of the tribe, of the Indian tribe, Native American tribe. I don't like to use the word Indian, but Native American tribe. So when you say black and native, honey, she's native. She's native on native, which is black on black. I thought it was too, Georgia Red. I thought cellulitis was just fat accumulation too. That's what I thought. But obviously it's something. It must be something bigger than that. Mystic T, what is it? Like I don't want you to harp on it. Natchitoches, yeah. Your uncle almost died from it. That's how bad the infection gets. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Having the ability to see spirits is called what? Bevy, I know a medium talks to dead people and psychics see past further. I don't really like that word psychics. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't like that word. I think it's a cliche word and I think it's been overused for so long. But at the end of the day, I mean psychics, prophetic, seer, whatever, like it's all the fucking same. But I just don't like that word. That word kind of burn that's honestly that's a fun fact about me. That word psychic burns the fuck out of me. I don't like it. Excuse my burp. Northwestern State University. Nicholls is in Natchitoches too. Nicholls State. Northwestern is Nicholls State, ain't it? I think so. I thought Northwestern and Nicholls State was the same. Cause didn't they merge at one time, or they broke apart? Mystic T, you're gonna be fine, baby. Go get a second opinion. Clearly, we know it's not. And natural and oil of oregano. I think you're doing well. I think you're doing good. Take it for no more than 10 days. And somebody's still putting Nola. Jesus. Nichols, yeah, Nichols is in Thibodeau. What was I thinking? Northwestern, okay. I mean Northeastern, the Western. Oh fuck, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I prefer intuitive or spiritual advisor when referring. You know what though? I'm a prophetess. I'm a seer. I'm a prophetess. I know that that word is biblical. I don't give a fuck how people feel about it. I know what I am. I'm a prophetess. I'm a seer. I don't like the word psychic. I hate that word. Again, I think it's cliche, and I think that it takes away from something. I really do. So when I put the word psychic readings, I'm putting that shit there for y'all. I'm not putting it there for me. That's why if y'all notice some of my older videos, I was using the word intuitive readings. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that I was using the word intuitive, because I don't really like that word psychic. So anytime I use it, I'm using it for y'all. That shit ain't for me. Y'all don't scare her. Yeah, so that's kind of like what that is. But you know what though, y'all? Like I'm really looking at this shit for what it is, and it's like, what is the greatest thing? This is what I wanted to tell y'all earlier. I didn't forget, but I had to come back around to it. So this is what came to me today. I was like, you know what? When the Twin Towers happened, they swore up and down planes hit it. We seen on the news planes, but nobody actually confirmed seeing planes hit. Not only that, but there was no plane debris at ground zero. Okay? No plane debris at ground zero. Okay? Someone that I used to work with, his father worked getting the rubble off of survivors, and had pictures of him that was used in the New York newspaper showing like volunteers and firefighters and stuff getting rubble off of people. Because y'all have to remember, 9/11 was so severe that they literally, I won't say ran out of firefighters, but most of the firefighters was trapped in the damn rubble because they was too busy trying to get people out of the buildings. So they literally had to start getting volunteers to remove rubble. You get what I'm saying? It was a hologram. And so when you got people, got it from a hole in the leg and oil got in it. Shit, they sell anybody in Walmart. Yep. Yep. So when I think about it like that, and I see United Airplane hit it. I was working that day, and I know the people that died. Well, people did get killed. I'm not gonna sit here and say that planes wasn't hijacked, but there was no plane rubble. Explain to me how there was no plane rubble. That was a proven fact. So it's not the fact that planes weren't hijacked. They were. This is the reason why that alleged plane got hijacked, and the people they said fought back on that flight. And remember, they tried to Shanksville or some shit when they showed that big ass hole in the ground. But again, there was no plane rubble. So I'm not saying that people didn't get killed on that day. Of course, they had to make their stories corroborate and hijack some fucking planes. And they probably went and put them bitches in the ocean or something. But they didn't hit the towers. There was no fucking rubble at the bottom. Yeah, and that y'all remember that black man that they were interviewing on live television when he said he was on the first floor talking to somebody and he heard the bombs go off from underneath them. That man ended up dying of a heart attack at the age of 40 something. His wife said that never had a health problem in his life, and though he was a little heavy set, he had a gut on him and stuff, but at the same time he never had no bodily issues. You ever heard of the word fat healthy people? He was one of them. He wasn't struggling with nothing in his body. All of a sudden, he just came up missing because he was going to start talking about some other things. And then as soon as they got a whiff of the fact that this man was going to whistle blow, they killed him. Brees. You right, Bree. When you seen Miss Cleo, yeah, there was no plane traces. Everything was bombed. Everything was bombed. And so I say all that to say this. You remember how they literally, they captivated the entire world. The whole entire world's attention went on the morning of these people in the World Trade Center, which was such a, you knew New York skyline because of the World Trade Center. It was one of the most filmed buildings in the whole, almost the whole of the world. It was top 3. It was always filmed in a lot of movies, y'all. So the Twin Towers had it was significant and synonymous to New York City. It was the trade center of the world, World Trade Center, which was full of asbestos and was having lawsuits, which is the reason why the shit got. And then, of course, we know the insurance by the people who own it. Okay? We already know. You know, it is a target. It is a target. It can be a target, but other places are targets too now. And so y'all can understand how everybody's attention was on this particular thing, this subject of these people was murdered. Do you have to understand too, they had daycare centers inside that World Trade Center. Babies got murdered. People were jumping out of buildings because they didn't want to burn alive. Could you imagine having to choose the way you want to die? It was sick. It's harder to burn alive than to fall out of the fucking sky. So here's these people. Here are these people. And everybody in the world is focusing on them. And behind the scenes, these motherfuckers is passing laws and starting wars to cover up the fact that this shit was behind asbestos and being sued for it. Could you imagine at what lengths these people will go to keep their shit secret? Imagine Twin Towers being taken away from us as one of the staples to the United States. Behind lawsuits because people were literally catching lung cancer because the building was old and the people who owned it didn't want to upgrade it. Imagine how cheap your billionaire ass is. You got to understand how deep this shit go. So if they will go to great lengths to do that shit and blame it on another country and push xenophobia like never before, what makes you think that this event, and again, another type of xenophobia comes out, which is because of Asians, this shit happened, right? So now people are talking about Chinese disease like this orange motherfucker in office is saying. They're doing the same thing, but it's a different fucking playbook. Now it's on a larger scale. It's global. And you falling for the okie doke. So what are they preparing this time? Because remember, watch this. The TSA Act got passed because they was trying to monitor your ass closer. So remember in 1990 something, when you was flying and taking that vacation with mama and daddy or your rich ass grandparents that ended up retiring, took your ass to Hawaii, guess what? That's when you could walk right on through that motherfucker. You didn't have to take no shoes and no belt off. They used that 9/11 event to pass laws so that they can frisk your ass without asking you. It wasn't to keep terrorists out. The terrorists are here. I'm trying to tell y'all what time it is. So y'all don't think what kind of act is going to come out of this shit. There's an act that's going to come out of this too. Many acts that's going to come out of this motherfucker. According to the book Behold the Pale Horse, which I read to y'all a lot, William Cooper, he told y'all how many not legislations, but HR codes was going to come out of this motherfucker. And the man has been dead since how long now? The 90s, I think, or the early 2000s. And this man's book is speaking exactly from the grave. I told y'all phase 1 was this. Part 1 of phase 1, part 2 of phase 1. Part 1 of phase 2, and part 2 of phase 2. We literally are in part 2 of phase 1. The next is the martial law that's going to cause these people to have guns and march the streets. After that, they're going to be busting down your doors. We are literally in phase 2, part 1. Don't think we're not in martial law right now. That they keep giving y'all these fancy ass names, stay at home order and this shit. This is still martial law. Don't think it's not just because you ain't seen no tanks in the fucking street don't mean that shit ain't coming. We're in martial law. Trust me. When you got a president that has declared a national emergency, when they usually do that shit in times of war, I think did a national emergency because of the 2008 recession. Obama, I believe. That was the last time I think a national emergency for the United States of the whole was declared. Other than that, it's always been war. Y'all better pay the fuck attention. They setting up. Yep, you right, Benita. Before 9/11, he did die in 2001. Right before 9/11, but you know what the crazy thing is, Benita, if anybody, one of y'all, look up the last interview from William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse author, y'all will see that this man, he literally began to tell you what the United States was going to do and how they was going to do it that year before he died, before they killed him, because they did take his life. And right when it happened, 9/11 happened, and that shit happened exactly the way he said it on the radio show. That was his last interview. Go. Yeah. This right here, how else can you get millions and millions and billions of people? Not even millions, it's billions upon billions of people. How else can you get billions of people in the fucking house so they can set up shit? How? Cause see, let me tell you something. They're not dumb, and they know your ass ain't dumb. They know a lot of people is buying into this shit, and then they know there is a select few that can see past the bullshit. So guess what? They know when you walking down the street or taking your bike to work, you gonna look up one day and be like, what the fuck they doing? You gonna inquire about that, and then all of a sudden, when your local government is calling a meeting, they know some of y'all gonna be bold enough to get on that podium and pose the questions of what the fuck are y'all setting up over here on 17th Street in Lenox? See, they don't want that. They want you to be done. See, by the time they have us come out of our house, we're gonna look up and be like, oh shit, it's gonna be up. And you ain't going to be able to do nothing. It's going to be already up. ABCD, you need to go back and look at some of my, the book that I have is the original version of that book. Okay? The back of the book has a pull-out page. That's how you know it's the original version. It's a chart of the Trilateral Commission, members. I'm just trying to tell y'all, yeah, Tennessee's Daughter, there is a PDF copy, but I think ABCD wants an actual hard copy, which I always tell people, if you can get the book, get the book. You heard about a lot of Brazilian women's wombs are missing since women are using plastic surgery on their body. They come out without their wombs. Oh, fuck. Really? Ty William, are you for real? Well, you know, last year in July, I think June or July, last year around June or July, there's a bio research center here off of University Avenue in Phoenix, Arizona. They had got raided because they were doing an illegal organ harvesting. That was on the news out here last year. I told y'all about that actually. They was organ harvesting out here like a mofo. They had body parts sewn together, men's penises in a bucket and shit. Y'all can look it up if y'all think I'm lying. It's a pull-out part in the back of the book that's going to show y'all it's the real book. Yep. Well, you know, they call it COVID, but, you know, another word is covert operation. Clandestine operation. Yeah, the state of Florida is now on lockdown. Yep, I told y'all. They said the three epicenters. China, Italy, and now us. I think after us, maybe Europe. That's the four animals in the Revelation. That's the four: the eagle, the bear, the eagle, the bear, the tiger, and the dragon. I think that's the four. Or is it the lion and the dragon? But I think it's the tiger. Using their wombs, that's some fucked up shit. But you know what? I'ma just be honest with you. When and I know that some women feel like that's the answer to all of this shit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. A lot of people do that. They feel like, you know, I'm gonna go overseas and I'm gonna get this cheap ass surgery because I've looked it up on YouTube and people went over there and got their bodies done and now they come back in here with Brazilian butt lifts and bigger asses and nice hips and finer titties and flatter bellies and shit, and it's all for a fucking gimmick because the men that you're doing this for so you can turn heads and look like an Instagram model, guess what? You still rotten as fuck on the inside, or you need some healing on the inside because your ass is still hurting from the shit that happened to you in your childhood. And guess what? Now that's only going to feed your ego that you look fine now and people are, you know, and all it's going to do is fuck with your mind. And the men that you're doing it for, they ain't running to get cosmetic surgery for your ass. Men can literally not take a shower for weeks and look crazy as fuck, walk out the house smelling like ass and chips and get laid. Us women, we gotta jump through hoops, rings of fire, walk the tightrope, walk on a cliff, almost fall, die, come back to life to just be looked at. Especially black women, we got it hard. So guess what? Fuck that. Bitch, you gonna love me, bad built body ass, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. Big titties, small titties, big ass, little ass, it don't matter. Bad body build, nice body build, it don't fucking matter. It don't matter. Honey, and I'm not saying this because I'm married. I'm saying this because I'm real. I got something that'll charm your ass. And it ain't my body for sure. Even though I know I'm a fine woman. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But I don't have to use anything that I have physically to woo a person. Fuck that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. We always gotta do some shit. The new wave. Listen, I swear for God, if the new wave amongst women was plastic surgery on your kneecaps to make you be taller, people would be getting that shit by the droves. And guess what? A black man will say, "Ooh, I like a tall woman." Black women will be in line to get their kneecaps done. Ooh, girl, yeah, I went from being 5'3" to 6 feet. And y'all will do that shit because you looking for love in a person who look like you because you got daddy problems. You better go heal that inside first. That nigga don't like you when you 5'2", 4'11", nigga. You could be a midget. If he don't like you because of that, better get the fuck on. He a surface hoe. What you need him for? Please. Y'all keep fucking with these surface niggas while y'all stepping their game up, helping them, being their mama and being they lay one. They lay down with you and fuck you when they want you to be the girlfriend, and then you be their mama and get their ass out of trouble when they need to be a man, and then you grow them up, they leave you and marry the next thing. Y'all better stop playing with these motherfuckers out here. I'm just trying to tell you. Shut up, y'all. Oh, listen, Candy Rain talking about y'all better get a clean nerve. You better know, because my husband is a fucking... When I say no, what? Brother Mystic in this bitch is a nerd for real. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing. When I met him, this motherfucker was wearing a hat that said the word thinking on it, which meant he was wearing a thinking cap. I was like, yes, motherfucker, yes. And what really sold me was that he used to wear this bracelet, and it was like this rubber bracelet. And then one day I was looking at it, he took the bracelet off. It was a USB port. I said, oh, yes, I love this motherfucker. Oh, listen, I got some of your nerd, honey. I don't go for them hardcore motherfuckers who be sagging and shit. I don't need a nigga to tell me that anytime I can go in his ass and it's all right. That's what sagging is. Are you for real? It's not a statement to me. It was a system in jail that let men know that I don't mind being your bitch. I'm a bottom. Are you fucking kidding me? That shit ain't cute to me. I don't want to see skid marks in your shit because you trying to look cool to your boy. Because niggas don't sag for you. They sag for other niggas. You hear what I'm trying to tell you? Stomping in your boots, stomping in your Timberlands, yo, money B, son. They ain't sagging for your ass. They know women don't like that shit. You hear Bree Lax just said, I hate sagging pants. They know that. Fuck Pookie and Ray Ray ass over there. Listen, NASCAR playing in they draws. How many track marks they got in they draws? Because they can't wipe their ass properly. But they going to show you that. And some of these niggas got the audacity to be sagging and have tighty whities on. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm just saying. Don't mind me, y'all. What's up, Siobhan? Yeah. Virgin is true. You got to be careful of them nerds too, because some of them nerds, if they heart been broken once, they do turn into hoes. They do. They turn into hoes. So you got to know what kind of nerds you're fucking with. And I'm not going to act like women don't have no problems, but I'm so tired of men saying we got to hold you down. Motherfucker, hold you down for what? Where we going? Where we going? Because see, this the thing. If I hold you down, we ain't moving nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. How about you lift me up and I can carry you as you carry me. I don't want to be holding you down and you're not holding me down. So I got to take this struggle of and abuse and shit and wait for you and then upgrade your ass and then you hop on to the next motherfucker. And then this is what burns me up. A lot of our brothers who keep getting these women pregnant got 18,000 different baby mamas. And then when the last one grow your ass up, you go to a woman who ain't got no kids and wife her. What kind of shit is that? And I'm tired of these niggas giving this excuse for polygamy. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. And people can say, oh, she dogging black. Nigga, I'm married to a black man. Don't come here with that black man shit. My daddy was a black man. My brothers are black men. The fuck out of here. I birthed a black man. So I don't want to hear no bullshit about I'm hating on men. I'm telling you the truth. And the reason why it hurts you, because bitch, it's an ouch moment. You the problem. I don't do that polygamy shit. Now, if that's your cup of tea, bitch, go over there with that. But it ain't my cup of tea. Monogamy is my cup of coffee, though. And I don't even drink coffee, but I'll drink that coffee. I don't do polygamy. Think I'm going to share my dick with another hoe? No, ma'am. I'm going to slap you and her. I wish you would talk about some sister wife shit. What, bitch, she the maid? She better go maid her ass over there? Huh? What? No, ma'am. Mm-mm. And some of y'all keep thinking that half a man is better than no man at all. Fuck that. What's the cliche thing? With the cliche phrase, I can do bad all by myself. That shit is real. Why put yourself through a struggle of a situation knowing that it's going to end a nigga paying your fare all the way to nowhere? He ain't bring you nowhere, honey. He just took your ass around the block and made you think you was going somewhere new, and then dropped your ass off and then started his journey. And you was over there struggle loving, thinking he was going, oh, he gonna come around. No, bitch. You give a man 2 years. If he can't see you his wife within 2 years, get the fuck on. I'm serious. You think I'm playing? I don't care, kids or no kids. Sometimes, and this is the thing, this is what I try to tell a lot of couples. Some of y'all stay in these some of y'all stay in these relationships for like umpteen years and y'all never get married. And then right when y'all get married, the problems start. And this is when I tell people, maybe it was best for y'all to not get married. If y'all been together that long and it's been working for y'all this long, of y'all not being married, don't marry them. Because a lot of the times, see, I don't care how long you've been with a person, it's something about the energy and the spirituality of marriage. There's a spirit in marriage where the veil comes off. As soon as you get married, you cross a threshold of, it's like you get to see that person in a different, things that you did not know starts to come. The scales fall off, all that. I don't give a fuck how long you've been knowing somebody. I'm trying to tell you because I know. I'm just trying to tell you, situationship. Kanisha, I wish a motherfucker would talk about some situationship. Relationship, friendship, situationship. Listen, if them ships ain't taking you nowhere, you better abandon ship. The fuck, all them ships. That's too many ships for me, bitch. I get seasick. I don't do all of that. Ships my ass. I don't even like cruises. I don't even think about cruises. The hell, all them damn ships. Toleration ship. Yeah, some of y'all and some of y'all, and I hate to say it, some of y'all just roommates. Some of y'all roommates. You said it's a different experience. People change and become who they truly are. It's an eye opener. It is a different experience. Marriage is something. You say you felt guilty for leaving a few guys after 2 years of no commitment. However, I didn't like my time being a big. Exactly. Let me tell y'all something. Men are wired. They are naturally wired to be hunters and providers. They know. Men have an instinctive thing, a mechanism on the inside of them that is God-given intuition of knowing their wife. They know who their wife is. They fucking know. Do you hear me? They know. They know. And so when a man is stringing you along and he about that play, that's why again, I even told my daughters, I talk to my daughters about, I don't care how young they are. I talk to my babies about relationships because I have to train them and tell them, listen, I don't care how nice a man can tell you, you never pay attention to what he says. Do not even pay attention to his actions. You pay attention to his patterns because patterns won't lie. You can see a person's patterns. That'll tell you everything you need to know about that person. Because a person can tell you anything till they blue, red, purple, green in the face. And guess what? That'll be a fucking lie. Their actions, they can act. They can say, I'm going to get my act together. And then guess what? For 1 month, for 30 days, they acting straight. And then they'll act an ass after them 30 days. Don't go by actions, baby. Actions will lie to you too. Patterns. Your patterns is what's going to show me. You got a pattern of waking up every day, brushing your teeth, then eating breakfast, then putting on cologne, then putting on clothes, then running a mile, then coming back, taking a shower, taking the dog to walk, then going to work. And you do that shit every day, every single day, and you don't skip a beat. That's a pattern. That's a pattern. That means I know at 8:05 or around that time, you're going to get your ass up and start brushing your teeth. I know you're going to ask me for orange juice because this is what you like. You might switch it up and do water every now and then, but I know you're going to bounce between those two. You see what I'm saying? Your pattern is what's going to tell me what to look at. That's why I tell people, listen, I run my mouth, I know, but guess what? I'm watching you. I'm studying that ass. I'm a Libra Virgo. I ain't got no choice. I'ma study that ass until I can't study that ass no more. And I'm gathering information, and I could be smiling and kikiing yeah in my face, and when I see something that say alert alert, I can smile and say okay, and you'll never see me again. Disappear like you never knew me. Disappear like you never knew me. Disappear like I never existed, and like you never existed, because I'm watching your ass. And I'll be damned if I waste my time on anybody. I don't care, friend, relation, it don't matter. You said your ex is stuck on her ex that she was with for 2 years, and what you just said a few minutes ago makes so much sense. Yes, I would say your name, but that shit in some kind of dialogue. I don't know what the language that is. You're right, though. But you know what, Bo? Your pattern is another word for habit. So if you know you got a person who has a habit of disappearing all the time, when it's an argument or heavy disagreement, it's one of two things. They don't want to hurt you, so they're going to leave to cool down and come back to be more logical, or they're going to release that shit in somebody else's coochie, or whatever, or somebody dick, whether it's male or female or whatever. So you got one of those two things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's Japanese? Okay. Got you. Thank you, love. Inochai. Inochai? Did I say it right? Or is it Inochi? Inochi? I always said I want to learn Asian languages. Siobhan said Japanese let a person truth. I love it. Shows what you feel. We're all equipped to figure it out. Yep. Everybody got a level of intuition. Intuition is like muscle tissue. Everybody has biceps, but this man's biceps might be bigger than yours because he works out 5 days a week. This man's biceps might be more solid because not only is he building muscle mass, but he's building in a certain way. My muscles are not, they're soft because they ain't built, but everybody has it. Your intuition is like a muscle. Are you pumping it up with steroids, which ain't good? Paranoia and different other shit, which means your intuition is off. You blind, you can't see, or you always assuming somebody's out to get you? Or are you doing it the right way? Are you doing it the natural way? Are you taking time to exercise it the right way and build it? It's all on you. Everybody has an intuition. Now, whether someone is prophetic or what you want to call psychic, that's on a different level. I don't believe everybody has that gift. But intuition, yes, everybody has intuition. We all got different spiritual gifts, and we all come together to make up the biggest pieces of the puzzle. So no one person is over the other. I'm not over y'all, period. I'm not bigger than y'all, none of that. And the shit that I do and help is bigger than me. It's bigger than me. That's why when I made this channel, I knew I wasn't making this channel for me or about me. I'm just a vessel. They like to stay close to so they can silently keep up with the moves you're making. Yes, honey. Yep. You're a Sagittarius, and you swear you hear from people around you is that apparently Sagittarians always think they're right. Y'all can have very strong opinions, but I do notice that y'all can be kind of guarded. But when you get to know a Sagittarius, they are very sweet. Sagittarius people are very sweet. I even like Aries people. It's Leos that I have a problem with. That prideful shit, I don't care for it. I don't care for all that flashy prideful shit. Like my brother, I got one of my brothers is a Leo, and I love him. I love him to life. Love him to life. And he's my big brother, but you can swear I'm the big sister because I'm so protective. But he's my big brother, way older than me. But I love him. I love him. Some Leos are cool though. I've met some Leos that are actually cool. I just can't see myself like, I don't know. I just feel like we would bump heads. My baby that passed away was a Sagittarius. I know she would have been spicy. Mamacita. She would have been spicy. Yeah, they do. They do hold grudges. Tennessee's daughters, Sagittarians do. I say women Sagittarians, you find they hold grudges, but can't nobody hold a grudge like a Cancer sign, baby. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Pete, listen, Cancer signs they can hold a. Oh my God, they can hold a grudge like crazy. I know because I grew up in a house. My mom is a damn Cancer. Shit, a blessed Cancer. Male Aquarius are whores, and they're prone to narcissism. That's because if they don't deal with the imbalance, um, they most likely can to kind of cope with any mechanisms or of self-esteem issues. They will become narcissists or become narcissist prone. The closest thing to a narcissist without actually being one. That's male Aquariuses. Male Capricorns are the fucking devil. They straight out whores. They love to whore. Most polygamous men that I have seen claim polygamy, most of them, not all, most of them are Capricorns. Most of them. And do you know male Capricorns are most likely the ones to go bald? Like actually either want to be bald by choice or actually go bald earlier in age. They actually start and they bald most of the time. They bald right in the middle of their head. Crazy, right? Aries women love, majority of them at one time or another will either dye their hair red or think about dyeing their hair red. And a lot of them are prone to wear colors red and don't know why. A lot of them don't know why. Female Aquarians, sometimes y'all have a problem with staying cold. Like, it can be warm to other people, but you'll be the one in a blanket. Talking about that's cold. Hands be cold, feet be cold, like something on your body, right? Female Aries, if y'all not careful, y'all can be prone to headaches and migraines. Cancer women, y'all have a very hard time allowing people in, especially with love relationships, right? So female Cancers, they believe in long relationships. Like they'll be with someone and they can literally go a very long time being in a relationship. But then what happens is y'all can love somebody very strong, but it's like once y'all cut them off, it's, you know what it is? It's like female Cancers have they're very motherly. Y'all are very instinctive. The intuition of a mother, y'all were born with that shit. I think Cancer women make really great mothers, and y'all can feed what kind of helicopter is that? I know y'all hear that in the background. Hold on, y'all. Y'all better go get that shit out of here. The fuck? So, real quick, little rabbit trail. Yeah, Cancers do deal with a lot of abandonment issues. They do. Because they hold on to so much, you know, them crabs, they hold on to so much. To the degree it's like, they can love hard, but they'll let your ass fall flat on your ass real hard. Like they quick to cut off too. Like if they feel like a person may be getting too close to them, and if they feel like anything is too good to be true, a lot of times they'll hurry up and break it off for fear of being hurt, because they have this outer shell that literally is standing in the way of somebody reaching their interior, which is very soft. So a Cancer will literally quit your ass before you get too close to them. In fear of you getting too close, they letting you in and then being hurt, and then they crying and feeling like they have, you know, guilt, you know, from letting you. They Cancer women are complicated, but I love them. I really do. I love them. Female Geminis, y'all motherfuckers can be crazy, but see, it depends on what part of the Gemini spectrum y'all fall in. Some I noticed that some Gemini women can be really laid back and cool and chill, very artistic, very intelligent. But the other ones that are more talkative and extrovert, I can't fuck with y'all. I can't, y'all. I can't fuck with I can't fuck with a lot of the extroverted ones. because I noticed that when you get comfortable with them, or they feel like you have gotten comfortable with them, they'll start testing your ass. Cause that they, you know how they have the devil and the angel sitting on somebody's shoulders. That's how Geminis operate. Especially when I feel like when they balance that evil and good, it's kind of like that, those twins fighting against each other. They'll keep pressing fucking buttons to see how far they can go with you. I don't like that. They're very creative. They make good people in business. And if a Gemini is really serious about their shit, they can really tap into like keeping order, like office environments and putting systems in place to keep order, the structure and order in place. They are really orderly if they can tap into it. Why are so many people scared of Scorpio men? I don't know. I'll fuck with a Scorpio before I fuck with a Capricorn. I'm just saying. Libra men are the devil too. Be honest with you. Libra men could be so Libras period can be very manipulative. And I'm saying this, and I'm a fucking Libra. Libras can be very manipulative. Especially for me, October Libras, and I've told y'all this, I think they the damn devil too. I'm sorry. Especially when you start getting like mid-October, going into that, like slightly going into that Scorpio energy. I don't like. Them motherfuckers is vindictive. When I tell you, you can do a Libra something, and they can say I forgive you, but they plotting on a way to get you back because they want you to hurt like you hurt them. Do I think Cancers and Sagittarius could mesh romantically? I think if you I don't really. How can I say this? I think it's best for you to compare natal charts with lovers. Don't just take your sun sign. I think your moon, your rising, it's a lot that goes into your natal chart. I'm just talking about surface shit. Not every Capricorn or Libra or Gemini will fall into what I just said. A lot of them, you have different spectrums of these sun signs. You gotta put into effect the rising, which is the ascendant. You got to put into effect the moon, what's in your houses, what's not in your houses, that type of stuff. What was in retrograde when you was born. I was born during, I want to say Mercury retrograde. One of them damn planets was in retrograde when my ass was born. I was like, oh shit. Libras are private and secretive. There's parts of me that can be, you know what though? I'm not gonna lie to you. My stealth, the stealth part of me comes from my Virgo side, because my Libra side is where my honesty kicks in. I'm very honest, but when I need to shut the fuck up and keep stuff from people, because especially when my spirit is saying, don't tell somebody this because they might either try to fuck it up or use it against you or whatever, like that's my Virgo side that kicks in for me. Because my Libra side be wanting to tell all my own beans. I be wanting to tell all my own business. I ain't really got shit to spill, to be honest. Like, I don't. Yep, every sign has good and bad aspects. Nobody is, like, totally good. Everybody got some shit with them, period. None of us has reached perfectionism. We're being perfected, but no one is perfect. There's a difference between being perfected and being perfect. It's two different things. Being perfected, you will never be perfect, but there is a maturity that is happening within the soul and the spirit and the body and in the mind. The soul, the spirit, and the mind is being matured. So being perfected is where we are, as long as we continue to strive and keep our eyes on the prize and allow spirit to deal with us and we grow. See, a lot of people don't like growth. I was just talking to somebody about that today when I said there are certain zodiac signs and people who natal charts line up with their sun sign and their ascendant sign, where it's like they can adapt to change. I found out that a lot of cancer signs do not necessarily care for any changes. They're very rigid in the things that they do. Like they like a format, and when you change on their ass, they don't like it. Or when something changes, they don't like it. Now they'll adjust, but if you fuck around and then change again, like let's say, even with something like cancer sign, if you know you entering the red door when you go to work. And cancers they're like, okay, we've been coming through this red door for 18 years. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, we're going to use the blue door. Now the blue door can be 2 blocks down. Let's say this is a big ass building. And you got to walk 2 blocks now from where you park. Cancers don't like that type of change. Even small changes like that. Now they'll adjust to it, but they'll despise it. And then all of a sudden, okay, we're going to go back to the red door now. They're going to be like, yeah, but it's still a change. They don't like change like that. Yeah, Libras, I've known Libras to not be good with money. Yeah, that's because they like to spend. They love luxurious shit, which is crazy because I can go into a store. I am such a coupon clipper, and I've shared this with y'all before. I'm a coupon clipper. I can go into a store. You hear me? I can go into a store and there can be no tags on anything. And I can literally put my finger on this and say, ooh, I want to try this. And it'll be 3 different types of companies that have made that same thing. And do you know, I always gravitate toward the most expensive one. But when I pick that shit, I'm like, how much is this? Somebody said, oh, this one's $14. This one is $12. And this one is $2. I'm going to sure pick that $2 one up. I'm one of them Libras, honey. I try to be as frugal as possible because I know that things can change. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio energy. Libras can be materialistic. They can be. But fire signs can be materialistic too. Don't get it twisted. A Taurus can be materialistic as well. A Taurus can. And the reason why, why Libras and Taurus are the most prone when it comes to materialism is because we're ruled by Venus. And it's not so much as that we're looking at the price tag to say, oh my God, yes, this expensive, bitch. I need to have this because I got to be wearing the most expensive shit at the party. It's not even that. If something glitters and it's for $2 and it looks good on the body, we'll get it because it's about looking good. It's about looking good and having nice looking things, not necessarily the price tag. But it just so happened that Libras won't think it won't take a long time for a Libra to say, oh, I want this dresser. And this dresser can be mirror with diamonds on it. This other dresser can just be plain wood. But yet we looking at this other dresser like, ooh, this silver dresser with these diamonds on it, that look good in my bedroom. And we know damn well we don't need this because this shit's like $6,000. We'll pass up the $200 dresser and go with that one because that shit looks good. Not necessarily because of the price. That's where problems with Libras happen. They don't care. They don't think about consequences. And see, that was one thing that I've learned to deal with even when I was a kid. I've learned to deal with that shit when it comes to consequences. Because listen, that's one thing I love about Cancer signs. Them motherfuckers are frugal as hell and they know how to save money. Cancers will pinch a coin, honey, and put that shit up in their little cupboard. And my mom, growing up in a Cancer house, let me tell you something. I learned how to penny pinch, honey. I've learned how to penny pinch. I've learned to penny pinch. Now, when you tap into the good aspects of a Libra, you learn balance. You learn that you don't need to be spending your money on this. You can get something cheaper than that. And this is I don't know which side I get that from, but I probably get it from my daddy because my daddy was a carpenter. And he also, he lived off the land. My daddy lived off the land. He was an earth witch or a earth wizard or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, my daddy's powers was earthbound. My mother was always intellectual, which is air. She's always been above. He was always below. So I've always had a balance in my life like that. But he, because of his carpentry, I've always felt like maybe it was the Virgo sign that made me love DIYs. So before I would buy some shit out of a store because it looked good, I'd rather learn how to build that shit myself. It's going to cost me cheaper to build it, most likely, for me to put the shit together and do all this other stuff. And then I have learned a skill on how to build this. If I wanted to keep building it and selling it to make profits, I could. So I've always been that type of person, like I'm good with my hands. Who's super sensitive? I'm a crybaby. I ain't gonna lie. Believe it or not, I am. I'm a crybaby. I'm a cornball. I can see a dog kissing a cat and that shit'll make me go right overboard. Oh, look at that. Oh, God, look at the puppy. Oh, shit. I have no idea. But I think my Virgo keeps my Libra side in check. I'm serious. I'm so glad for that. Because I'm telling you, when I be wanting to go off the deep end with shit, it's like my Virgo be like, bitch, sit down. Gives me that resting bitch face look, and I check myself. Libras are brutally honest, blunt people. Uh, I'm biting my nails right now. It's like, I do be going off. I ain't gonna lie. But I just feel like I rather give you the ugly truth than a beautiful lie. Like what do you have me around for? What do you have me around for? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all have me around? Like, am I supposed to lie to you? Do you want me to lie to you? Because if you want somebody to lie to you, but you need to go find somebody who's going to lie to you. Because my thing is this: there's an energy that comes with lies. There's a ugly energy that comes with it. Do you know that lying has a very low vibration, and it actually can keep you from manifesting things that you really want? And I'm just not into it. I never really was that type of person. Like, I got other hang-ups where I used to have to fight with people pleasing and shit all the time. The older I got, especially when my daughter, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. When I put my daughter in the ground, any residue that I had of trying to people please, that shit went in the ground with her. It's something about having to bury a child that make you have no fucking fear. It was like, not afraid of death, not afraid of nothing. I didn't give a fuck. Losing people, like when it comes to like friendships and shit, I was no longer afraid. I just was no longer afraid. So anything is like, I got Scorpio in my 8th house, I think, in Pluto. That's what makes me get like real fucking grimy. I can get really mean, but you have to really push me to get there. Like that place of no return. I've only been there a few times in my life, and I never liked it the way it felt. I never liked the way. But I can tell you the truth. Like when I have a few placements of Scorpio in my chart, and it's in certain houses that gives me pause, and I'd be like, oh my God, that's why I was so ruthless in this certain time of my life, because of this Scorpio shit, girl. When I say, my friends would be like, sis, we ain't never seen you be cutthroat like this ever. I got friends that can count on one hand and not even use all their fingers that say, we never seen Ra in a certain, because I never was that type of person. But I really don't give a fuck. I'm the type of person, like, if you got a booger in your nose, I'm gonna either pull you to the side, or I'm gonna do it in front of people, like let's say friends we got. But let's say it's like you, me, and a few other friends that we share friends with, like we always hanging out or whatever. And if you the one, I'm gonna wait to see if somebody else is gonna point that shit out. And then if they don't, I'm gonna be the one to say, come here. I even get it out for you. Wash my hands and everything afterwards. Like, I'm that type of friend, because I want to see. My thing is, I'm analyzing everybody else too. I just want to see who gonna be bold enough to tell you got a booger in your nose. Okay, so ain't none of y'all bitches talking. Okay, and then I'm gonna look at them and say, so y'all seen this shit just hanging out our nose? Y'all ain't say nothing. Like, I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't probably say that, but I be feeling like that's me calling something out in those people to say we all family, Why can't we be like, and I know I shouldn't be doing that. Like, so I think like sometimes I know I could be wrong in some of the things that I do, but at the same time, it's kind of like, at least it's in the honesty. You know what I'm saying? That way, if I truly hurt somebody's feeling, I can honestly apologize from the bottom of my heart. I don't like apologizing saying, if I hurt you. No, bitch, you just told me I hurt you. So what I'm going to say is, I apologize for hurting you. It ain't no if I hurt you, I hate that. You know? I'm an air sign. I can cut you too, honey. Yes, ma'am. Yep. She said we could feel that first 48 coming over. Shut up. Scorpio goddess is here. Oh, see, I just snorted trying to do fucking shit. Yeah, Cardi B is a Libra. Cardi B is a Libra. That's one thing. Let me tell you something about, like, you can hate her, you can love her, you can feel indifferent about her. I'm the type of person who feels indifferent about her because on one hand, she called black women cockroaches, which I already know what time it is. She black when it's convenient, and she'll play the game when she need to play the game. That's the people pleasing shit. But one thing I can give her, when it came to a lot of shit in her life, she has been honest about a lot of things. Now, some things may not have been upfront because, honestly, it just wasn't for public knowledge. It wasn't for public consumption, and it was none of our fucking business. Yes, she's a celebrity, but guess what? Not everything needs to be out in the forefront for your ass. And I think that's the problem. A lot of y'all think y'all supposed to be in these celebrities' lives because they sharing certain shit. When really you need a life of your own. Go be consumed with other people's shit. That's why I don't be feeling like doing celebrity readings all the time. Hold it down, POP. All right, Tennessee daughter. Hey, boo. I'm about to get out of here too because my phone is at 5%. Antoinette said, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, depending on the situation, I might tell them before anybody else will. But if I feel like there's a certain group of people around, I want to see how far their friendship go. Now, it all does depend. It does depend. But if it's just like a bunch of homegirls and we're around and we all love each other, whatever, I mean, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to just be like, hey, sis, come, let me show you. Let me get something out your, you got something in your nose. You got something in your hair or whatever. But if it's meant, if I feel like the occasion, maybe a little few snakes in the grass, I just want to see. Because we all seeing the same thing. We see Jimmy Green Giant poking out the left nostril. Your phone stay dying just like me. Shut up. I can't stand y'all. Okay, I love y'all. I gotta go. I'm gonna try to come on tomorrow. Try to come on tomorrow. I started my homeschooling back, so I gotta put them 8 hours in with these kids, man. It is what it is. So love y'all. Have a safe night, y'all. So if y'all can, start fasting. So y'all start praying and asking y'all ancestors to kind of reveal to y'all what's the next step as far as being able to make money in this economy and what route to go. I know some of y'all need to learn how to start that trading, whether it's Forex trading or trading, period. Y'all need to just let's try to do this thing, man. I'm praying for all y'all well-being. I pray for y'all protection and peace as well. Until next time, y'all know I love y'all. Be safe. Goodbye.